He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Coverage on that one as the return is stopped short of the 25. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Breaks into the open. 30. Running inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Penn State.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Man, I hope the kicker's okay. Penalty, you've got to worry about protecting them when they're on that plant leg. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Minuteman offense heads onto the field for the first time today. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. He has had some big games as well. And, David, you know, from a roster standpoint, they're generally not going to overmatch or overwhelm anybody from the receiver spot, but this is a dude that can get it done.
I think that's the biggest point that you made. It's a guy that has the potential to make big plays. And if you're pointing to a guy, he is the one. Talking to coaches, like, they've seen flashes and big moments. They need to see it consistently, and it starts today.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Bringing the heat. A little screen to the running back. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Gives it to the back on the draw. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Way too close to punt, way too far for the field goal. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down and one that did not pay off. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Nittany Lions right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
And that's not a surprise play call for this offense. A lot of times, man, after a tackle for a loss or a play that goes behind the line of scrimmage, they want to get those chunky yards back. They want to get back to 3rd and manageable. They dial up the screen. They get some positive yards. Now put themselves in a position to be more successful on 3rd down.
Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Working the middle. Goes down immediately, but he's got plenty and a fresh set of downs here. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Flips it out to the back. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third down, he drops to throw. Gets it out quickly. And that won't quite be enough for the first down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's third down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag, you get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up fourth and short, and you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this first down.
Deep in enemy territory, ball's at the 3. They can pick up a first down without scoring a touchdown, and here they go on fourth and short. Just couldn't find any running room. He'll lose a yard, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Some misdirection with the counter. Pushes his way for a couple and gets it to the 7-yard line.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking to fire. Turns it loose. He's got it on the outside. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Hands it off on the counter. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Under fire. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Running inside, it's Smith. There he goes.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. Still on his feet at the 40. Snags it, and there's running room. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
And the draw play, you know, it's about looking over here, look for pass, and then slipping it in real quick. Defense, too quick, getting in the backfield, caging that ball, making it stay in the middle of the field, getting the big TFL.
On the run, deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker.
Man, wow, what a catch by the big fella. And when he's not open, he's open. So nice to have a big target that can make those type of catches. I imagine he'll keep throwing him the football.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Got him downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Grab behind the line. It's Hampton.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Looking to throw again. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Guys, here on the UMass sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up in the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He might want another play. To the air on 2nd down. Escapes the pressure going right. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds. As long as it passes the line of scrimmage, we go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Unloads to the right. It's caught. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Throwing right. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. UMass will line up to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. They'll start this drive going to the air. It's complete.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
The Nittany Lions have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. To the air on 1st down. It's complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. And this one splits the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Just about set to get this 2nd half underway. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Guys, I caught up with the UMass head coach at the half. His biggest frustration right now is not being more productive on offense. He understands that the home environment is a challenge. Communication has been an issue at times, but he said they are just out-toughing us at the line of scrimmage. He said we've got to start establishing our rhythm, get into a rhythm, and start making some adjustments at the line of scrimmage. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Second down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Wants to keep it in the air. Right on the money. At the 40, there he goes. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Quickly complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the 1st down. They need him to play great in the 2nd half.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Here's a hit. He's sacked. This defense all over him. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. It is true as he puts 3. up to 14.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. They'll try the run. Nowhere to go. That one, it'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles,
Maybe a crease. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Swings it out to the flat. Could not make his way to the corner.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
The give from the gun. And they get him down.
and that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll pull it down. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. UMass ready to get things started as the offense takes the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity where they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the catch. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. New set of downs after the completion. It's complete to the right. At midfield, he's got room. Lots of running room. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 and the 11.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy.
Makes the grab and room to run. Touchdown, Minutemen! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That lead is now 10, down to a two-possession game, and it's on this offense to try to stretch it back out. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Oh, he's got some space. Powers through. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Nittany Lions just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. Now let's take a look at the stats and what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down.
Here we go. Ready. Flag 14. Go, go.
Now on the move. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. That defensive penalty was just what the doctor ordered for this offense. It's now 2nd and 3.
129. Go, go. Go, 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 go.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Fights off a defender. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Penn State! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. They pushed the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The run inside. It's Smith. Picks up the first down. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. This time he wants to throw. Quickly complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Looking to throw on first down. Moving out to the right. He'll try to do it himself. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Off the RPO, complete. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Using his legs to buy some time. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Looking for the score. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
Wants to throw again. He's got him. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. UMass quickly back to the line. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And he made the read off the RPO, and he decided to take off, run the football, but, man, you got to take care of that thing. Fumbles the football, the defense gets the ball back.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. So they get the ball back after that turnover, and that might well have been the final nail in the coffin for this one. With the catch, it's Carter. They stop him just a link or two short. First, and man, what they can do on second down here. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Maybe some room here. Touchdown, Penn State. And the punishment has been extended. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The UMass offense returns to the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game...
Turning it on. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Gives it on the option. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like, they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. The give on the option. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Off play action. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Still firing away as he'll go down swinging. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the move is the 30. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. And now